Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Friday, the 14th day of October. Not Friday the 13th, Friday the 14th. So there's nothing to be scared of today.
I'm not afraid anyway. It's
Actually,
my lucky day.
Heidi really does like Friday the 13th. Any 13 stuff she's a big fan of. But today is Be Bald and Be Free Day.
Okay.
I think that's good. National Dessert Day today as well.
Every day should be dessert day.
I just saw in the fridge in there we got some cheesecake.
We do. We'll have that for supper
ago.
tonight. I know we forgot about it.
We forgot about it. How do you forget we have cheesecake?
I know.
We had planned. I'm anticipating that. I'm also anticipating this. I'm excited to talk with TJ Miller. He's a stand-up comic. He's the voice on a bunch of different Disney programs, and he's also in a bunch of movies.
You are
Deadpool
a fan.
and several other things. He was also on a show called Silicon Valley, a very funny character on that. I'm excited to chat with Mr. TJ Miller coming up in just a bit.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. This is the perfect time of the year to get your priorities in order and set yourself up for success for next year, at least according to a survey. One poll surveyed 2,000 Americans aged 25 to 54 and found that parents see fall as the time to, quote, get back into the routine. 73% said that, by the way. And to fulfill priorities like get my schedule organized and get the kids settled in school and winterize my home and my car. Yeah, this is kind of the time of year
It's a big to-do list.
Probably not the kind of thing you do in the spring. I'm going to winterize my car and my home in the spring. Nearly two-thirds of respondents see fall as a time to readjust their priorities for the coming year. 64% say that. Good things to do because only 20% say they are actually on top of things. That sounds like we got some work to do from the sounds of it. It says being busy means they are often maybe messed up on their personal health care schedule as well, especially parents. So there you go. I've got all the details if you want to read them in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know eating dinner late at night raises your risk of becoming obese? Well, there's my problem. Research from, Brigham and Women's Hospitals say late night eating reduces the burning of calories, increases hunger, and causes changes in fat tissue, all of which contribute to weight gain. They found meals just before bedtime have a profound effect on the appetite, regulating hormone leptin and ghrelin. These findings provide new insight on how late-night eating can also lead to chronic diseases.
This is new insight? I remember hearing this years ago.
Yeah, but it's new insight. Somebody else did a study. They're like, why am I such a fat fatty? Well, maybe this is why. And I say that because I'm a fat fatty. And you know what? I don't eat late at night as much as I used to. But I know that we used to eat late, and then it was like right after, and it's like, oh, it's bedtime. So
yeah,
we're getting better, but we still have a ways to go. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Brad Pitt denies the new allegations of abuse from Angelina Jolie. So this is something that popped up. Apparently, it's from a while ago, but it came up again recently. So I've got all the details. I don't want to get into any of that. Second week, by the way, that Dahmer is in the top 10 at Netflix. Dahmer Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, became one of the biggest ever television series, just like instantly.
Yeah, I haven't seen this yet, but I really do.
I've got a guest joining me on the program here in a few days that is from this program. I'll tell you more about that soon. But yeah, we're going to be chatting with somebody from that. And Rumors about King Charles' coronation ceremony date seem to have been premature. They originally were saying it was going to be this date, then it got moved to that date, and it just keeps getting moved around. But now it's been confirmed for June 3rd. But they call that still speculation. So June 3rd, by the way.
It'll happen when it happens.
Yeah. That's almost 70 years to the day after his mother's coronation, which took place June 2nd, 1953. For those of you keeping track at home. All right, Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. According to the Forbes 36th annual World's Billionaire List, their combined net worth over $12.7 trillion. I'm going to take a quick look here, and
It's a little less than what?
we did not make the list again.
Right, right.
Not billionaires. What's that? Also not millionaires. Huh? Not even thousandaires.
What's a thousandaire?
I don't know. It's like a millionaire, but it's only thousandaire.
I
don't know.
see.
Whatever it is, I ain't that either. Hey, a report says that most of us, oh, by the way, our top 10 list today is going to be, our list today is going to be some of the billionaires. We're going to talk about the rich folks later in the program, too. A report says that most of us have at least one unfinished to-do list.
You can't even say that
One
with a
unfinished
straight face.
Do-it-yourself project on our to-do list.
Uh-huh.
I wish I only had one.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be amazing?
You want to hear something really sad?
I can't even keep them all straight.
No,
There's so many.
I honestly have an unfinished to-do list. I started working on a to-do list and I got distracted.
Wow.
And I've got a to-do list that's half done. I'm like, oh, that's not everything. I know that's not all of it. So when I can't get through my to-do list, I mean, I can't even get through making my to-do list. So we're doing a bunch of...
That's because of your ADD.
Yeah, that's probably part of it. And we're doing a bunch of work on our home right now. So I've got a lot of additional projects that I don't usually have. But boy, that's keeping me busy. And one final thing here. The internet is baffled by an 1860 painting from the year 1860 that appears to show a woman holding an iPhone. No? Not at all. Here's the thing. There are people that are going, oh, I can explain it. Time travel. No, that's not it at all. You want to know what she's really holding?
What?
A prayer book.
Oh.
But she's holding it with both hands, and she's looking down at it like an iPhone.
Right.
But you can go online and see. I've got a link to the image, and I could see where somebody go, oh, it looks like she's looking at a phone. You know what? Before there were phones, we held other things.
We did other things.
And we did, we looked at those things, too.
And we read better things.
Much better things. Much better. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not $50, $15. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday. Today we have a comedy call with the very funny and very talented Mr. T.J. Miller. You might know him from movies like Deadpool and Deadpool 2, TV shows like Silicon Valley, but he's also a very funny stand-up comic, and he's got several comedy specials out, but he's got a brand new one out right now. And TJ, I've actually been watching this comedy special while I was waiting for the call here. It's very, very funny. When was this actually filmed? And we should tell people where they can find it too.
Well, it's streaming on YouTube right now, and it's a lot of fun. It's different than any comedy special that's ever been, and there'll never be another comedy special like it, because I had this heckler in the first row, and it was just, the audience was amazing. It was second show Friday. I thought it was going to be so rowdy. I filmed it in Nashville, which is basically a bachelorette party, but they put a city inside of it. And so I kind of thought, oh, geez, this heckler is going to really ruin this special taping, because I only taped 4 shows.
Yeah.
And this seemed like the best audience. And so I started talking to him. I asked him about his cargo pants.
Oh, yeah.
And he gives this long, elaborate sort of response. And immediately it's clear he's not drunk at all. He's developmentally challenged. But he gives this really long, detailed answer. And I just tell the audience, I want you guys to know that I am not going to make fun of him at all.
Yeah.
And they just exploded with laughter because there's like, what's TJ going to do? In Deadpool, he insults Ryan Reynolds. In Silicon Valley, he insults everybody.
Yeah, that's kind of your thing.
Yeah, but I let them know that this guy's safe. And then he interrupts me again. I kind of incorporate him in the show. And then I incorporate him in the show more. And then throughout the show, he becomes a bigger part of it and then kind of becomes the star of the show. It's just absolutely amazing because he's so funny and like he does the closer with me. It's just you just can't even believe that this happened this night. It's just lightning in a bottle, and it's so fun and it's so funny. So that's why I call it Dear Jonah. It's a lot of my material I was doing during the pandemic, but it becomes this wholly different thing. It's a really, really different special. I'm really happy with it.
I absolutely love it. I've been watching it. I'm going to throw a link in the show notes to make it really easy to find as well. How long have you been doing stand-up comedy? And then you've done some acting too. What was that transition like?
I've been acting kind of since high school. I actually started acting before anything else. And, it wasn't like real acting.
So you were just pretending to act.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even think of how stupid that sounded until I said it. So yeah, I was pretending to act. And I had this incredible drama teacher in high school. I kind of owe her all my success. So I was acting throughout. In college, I got a minor in theater, all that stuff. But what people don't realize is I didn't go to Hollywood until I was 27.
Nice.
So I was doing stand-up comedy and sketch improv in college, especially starting in college. And I was very serious about that. And then when I went to Chicago, I was very serious about doing stand-up there and improv. And so I just, one didn't come before the other. I'm always surprised that people come and they say, you're such a great actor. I say, you should do a stand-up. They're like, you do stand-up? Or people will come to my shows and afterwards be like, I just like did Deadpool. And then I came to see that. And you're actually pretty funny.
Nice.
And I go, okay, you don't have to do those modifiers of actually and pretty. You just say you're funny. There's really never been a transition. I was kind of doing both. But for instance, doing a television show, it's so hard to do stand-up also.
Yeah.
So when I was doing Silicon Valley, I was doing stand-up at night, and that's a 12, 14-hour day. And then I go and I do shows. In some cases, it's one or the other.
Absolutely. Now, you've done movies, you've done television, you've stand-up. Is there something that you've always wanted to do that you haven't had a chance to do yet?
I mean, it is amazing to me. Radio. I've been doing a little bit of radio, and John, I got to tell you, first of all, you've got an amazing voice.
Well, thank you.
I'm a voiceover actor. So there you go. I've always loved radio. I really do think radio is fascinating. And so maybe one day I'll be able to kind of do something like that.
The best part about radio, TJ, right now, I'm not even wearing pants. And nobody knows. So that's the best.
I mean, I love that. Only you do, and now me, and everybody you just said it to. But outside of that, no one's aware of it.
I've got a link to your comedy special on our page. And again, it's very funny. And I appreciate you taking some time to chat with me. TJ, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, John. Enjoy it, you guys. Dear Jonah, streaming on YouTube now. It's a lot of fun.
It is.
Lightning in a bottle.
It really is great. You can find it on YouTube, and I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Willow bark can be used as an alternative to aspirin.
I don't even know what willow bark is.
Apparently, it's bark off a willow tree.
From
I have
the
no
willow
idea.
tree? Okay.
I have no idea, but willow bark. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
It would take 76 work days if you work 8 hours a day to read every online privacy policy you agreed to in the average year.
Isn't that awful?
We don't read any of them. We just go,
Nope.
okay, whatever. You know what? I actually have done it where I'm going to read this, and I start scrolling through and reading, and I'm like scrolled 8 times. I'm like, I'm done. I'm just, yeah, fine. Give me the news or whatever I'm looking for. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Jackrabbits got their name because their ears look like a donkey or a jackass. That's where jackrabbits got their name. Yeah, see? Now you know. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Before being accepted, J.K. Rowling's original Harry Potter pitch was rejected by 12 publishers.
I bet those guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I bet that
some people need to be fired.
They probably didn't tell their boss, oh, hey, I said no to her.
I turned that one down.
Probably not. But we do have several fun facts right there. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day.
Yay!
It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Here's your question, Heidi. 32% of people admit they do this, even though they know it annoys almost everyone else. What is it?
Oh.
Our son does this terribly. I probably do this. You probably do this.
Swears?
No, what? No. 32% of people admit that they talk during a movie.
Oh,
If we watch a movie that our son has already seen, he tells us 2 scenes before every scene what's going to happen in the next scene. I'm like, just let me watch the movie.
Yeah.
But I do it too, and he got it from me, so it's kind of my fault. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A British artist known as Mr. Doodle caused a viral sensation when he unveiled the results of a project where he covered every inch of his 12-room mansion in doodles. He's unveiled the Doodle House in time-lapse. It took him 2 years to do this, by the way.
Okay.
YouTube video shows the process of him transforming his Kent mansion into an art project. It is now covered inside and out in doodles, including surfaces like the kitchen appliances and the bed sheets. He used about 240 gallons of white paint on the inside of his house and 401 cans of black spray paint for the outside to create a surface for his drawings, which were made with 2,296 pens. He plans to live in this full-time with his wife, who is very, very understanding, and their dog, who apparently doesn't mind the doodles either. I've got a video. I don't tell people to go watch videos very often, but if you've got a moment, this would be a fun one to check out. It's very bizarre. It's a solid white house with black doodles all over the place. And it's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
And it's time right now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. We talked earlier in the program about the richest people in the world. Well, I have this list. It says the war, the pandemic, sluggish markets hit the world's billionaires this year. There are 2,668 billionaires. Of them, on the Forbes 36 annual ranking of the planet's richest people, 87 fewer than last year. So there's fewer billionaires than we used to have. Here are the top
Imagine
five.
That. Wonder what could possibly have caused that.
Top 5 billionaires. We'll start with number 5, Warren Buffett. Just kidding, it's Warren Buffett. Berkshire Hathaway, 118 billion. Number 4, Bill Gates, Microsoft, 129 billion. Number 3, Bernard and Arnault and family, LMVH Fashions, 158 billion in France. Number 2, Jeff Bezos, Amazon, Blue Origin, 178 billion. And number 1, say it out loud, Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, etc., $219 billion. By the way, many people are going, oh, what about Zuckerberg? Well, he's at number 15.
He dropped.
Yeah,
I know. I heard that.
67.3 billion. Yeah, he's probably going to be, looking for assistance or something. I don't know. Thanks for listening to The List on the John and Heidi Show.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. I love this quote. Yogi Berra. Yogi Berra says, nobody
Hey,
goes...
boo-boo.
No, it's not Yogi Bear. Yogi Berra. Turn on your microphone up. Yogi Berra said, nobody goes there anymore because it's too crowded. Isn't that just a great quote? I love that. It's a quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Here's the headline. He is everyone's boyfriend now. A man saves cat trapped on an AC unit in Hurricane Ian. Florida man. This is a good Florida man story.
Okay.
A good Florida man story, Heidi. Here it is.
There are lots of good Florida
I know,
men
but usually when you
stories.
hear about a Florida man, it's usually not such great news. Florida man captured on camera rescuing a frightened kitten or cat during Hurricane Ian. The cat was trapped on top of an air conditioner, and this man came by to save him. It says, my boyfriend saving a cat from flooding waters, and this is a thing that was posted on Twitter. I'm sorry, Megan, but he's everyone's boyfriend now. I don't make the rules, one user replied. I think that's actually kind of funny.
That's cute.
So this video has been shared a bunch and has been seen a bunch. And it says, our house unfortunately might be destroyed, but we are safe. As for the cat, the couple decided to keep him. He made it through, almost lost him due to the storm surge. We are keeping him and naming him Ian. So this cat was just a cat that was lost.
Cute.
And, somebody's going to see this video and go, you ain't going to keep
that's
him.
my cat.
That's my cat. What you doing? So I think it's just a really cool story. And there's people out there who are cat lovers. There are people out there who are dog lovers. But at the end of the day, I think even dog lovers can get on board and say, that's a great story. What do you say, Heidi? Not a great story?
It's a great story.
Heidi is a dog lover.
I am a dog lover.
But Heidi's also allergic to cats, so that's she just never had the chance to get too snuggled up with cats. That's the problem.
But I am a protector of all animals.
You are.
So.
I think that's a good place to be as well. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening. I know you've got a lot of options of things you can stick in your ear at this time. And we appreciate that you put the John and Heidi Show on this station.
Don't
right here.
stick your radio in your ear.
Well, no, but we appreciate you listening
Public service announcement.
to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.